Israelite Christian woman punished for calling a biological male Mr. who lured boys online. Straight like that. And before I go any further, I'm going to give all the honor and glory and praises to the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the word ignorantly called Jesus. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Single honors to the elect. And peace and blessings to the 1/3 and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth, because we've been scattered all over during the slave trade. So there's no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelites. It's just Hebrew Israelites. From Christian Daily International. Ooh, this is across the pond, mate. We're gonna scare y'all on down to the UK. So honestly though, when I read the article, I was upset. It says nurse who called transformer. Gotta be careful, y'all. YouTube very sensitive. Very sensitive. Nurse who called transformer prisoner Mr. suspended without explanation. When you read the article, which I'm going to leave in the description box, it's going to infuriate you if you truly believe in the Most High Yahawah, YAHAWASHI. Even though she's a Christian, right? The rap sheet she had before this happened, clean as a whistle. Why all of a sudden? Because y'all really hate Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi. How can y'all call yourselves Christians, but this woman get punished for calling a biological man Mr. and he's actually a criminal, but she gets criminalized, if that's a word, right? Because she believe in what the Lord says, but y'all believe in what y'all say. That's why the scripture says they honor me with their tongue, but their heart is far from me. Meaning that y'all talk a good game, but in your mind, you thinking about something else. So let's get to it. It says a Christian nurse in England who had been, England, of course. And look how she looks. This is her. This is the nurse right here. That's why I got the picture up here. I apologize. Nurse Jennifer Melee, Melee, I believe, was punished for, that's why I put the word punish in my title, because they even said it. Punished for referring to a transformer prisoner in England as male. Okay. A Christian nurse in England who had been punished for saying Mr. to a transformer prisoner has been suspended without explanation on a vague allegation of potential, quote, gross misconduct, unquote, according to a Christian rights group. So, I'm not going to read the whole thing because I want to make it too long. But she was summoned to meet the chief nurse of Epsom at St. Helier University Hospital, NHS Trust in England. Whether Ugandan born, so more than likely she's an Israelite. More than likely. Resident of Croydon was told there had been a, quote, potential data, tomato, breach, unquote, after Melee shared her story with media that could amount to, quote, gross conduct, unquote, rights group Christian Concern reported. So are you trying to say what she said post her being suspended or, fired or laid off, whatever you want to call it, right? Because y'all banned her from the whole hospital, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to keep reading. Like I said, when you read it, a title don't give you a lot of detail. When you read it, you will get incensed. You will get infuriated. And she could just be a regular, ordinary, just a real Christian, like really fear God, all that stuff. Man, that pissed me off, man. Because she stood by what's right. Matter of fact, let me read this really quick before I go any further. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 through 21. Woe means destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. That letter's in a bitter state right now because it's sweet to y'all mofos to be sheltering sodomites. Let's be honest, man. Right? This is a man that identifies as the other gender. Right? Right? Isaiah 5:21. Woe, meaning destruction, unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. So you pretty much saying, you know what? The Creator didn't create me right. I think I'm what is it? I'm I'm Xeno. I don't know what they. I don't. They got what is it? They say 30-some different genders. One thing I clap when Trump finally got in there. He got rid of all that bullshit. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm blood raw tonight. I was upset. Nonetheless, this sister, she got punished because she stood for what was right. So, quote, pushed on what the grounds for suspension were for a nurse with an unblemished record. That's what made me so upset. I'm like, wait a minute. She's a nurse, let alone she's a Christian nurse. Okay. I'm just, she what they call her, she would be like a sister wife. And, not a sister wife, a midwife. She'd be like a midwife. I'm not saying she's giving birth to children, but I'm saying like that's how I would look at her. Like, wow, you're a nurse and you believe. It's like it kind of remind me of the women that in ancient Egypt when the males were born. Our women back then were like, hey, we nothing like them Egyptian women. Like, we ain't finna do that. We not finna kill our own sons. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, she just stood for what was right. Suspended with full pay. So they paid her, but check this out. And banned from the hospital premises. Mele was told to collect her belongings and was escorted, quote, in tears, unquote, from the hospital premises. But this goes to show you, man, in the Bible when it says, the Lord tell us, matter of fact, let me just get it. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. People be like, oh no, it has nothing to do with her race. It's just it's because of her conduct. I just want to read it real quick because I'm going to read some more in the article. This is her quote right here. I am devastated to have been suspended simply for whistleblowing, unquote, Mele said. To this day, I have not even been told what I have supposedly done wrong. It's like saying, sir, you're under arrest, or ma'am, you're under arrest, and then they just throw you in the back of the cop car, but they don't give you no memorandums. They don't read your memorandums. They don't even tell you the probable cause, right? As a dedicated Christian nurse, I am experiencing relentless institutional abuse. And so that's why I got upset, because this is happening inside. You ain't no telling what they doing and saying to her, man. Harassment, bullying, and racial discrimination. That's why I said, oh, nation that does not desire, gather yourselves. Ever since I expressed my Christian beliefs under extreme pressure, because she did that right there at the moment. She said, Mr. I'm not a mister, I'm a woman. You won't hear it when I keep reading. So that's what she meant by the extreme pressure. And also what happened post of that, of course. I have been a marked woman, unquote. Well, it could be other curses too, but nonetheless, no, we'll just keep going. Hospital superiors had called her a, quote, potential risk, unquote. Remember, y'all, she has an unblemished record, y'all. And she's a Christian nurse in the UK, y'all. Come on now. From Uganda. She was born in Uganda. Remember, she was born, it's a Ugandan born. So she wasn't even born in the UK. Christian nurse, unblemished. See, now you see why I'm getting upset. See? All right. Be angry, but sin not. And I don't even really be like this for women. But nonetheless, though, she wasn't born in the West, but she's working in the West. When I say the West, I mean the United States. But, anyhow. Despite being the one placed at risk, I am the one being punished, Mele said. That was a quote, unquote, forgive me. Quote, I have been made to feel like a criminal, unquote. So let me get to the point. This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12 through 17. For the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against them that do evil. So if the Lord see the righteous and hear the righteous, do you not think he see the wicked and hear the wicked? Okay. Sometimes you got to talk to people like this so they can put it into perspective. Not to be condescending, but you have to. Right? Verse 13. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? I'm going to stop right there. All right? That was verse 13. We got to read the 17, but I want to go back to the article. So, supported by the Christian Legal Center, Mele has launched an appeal against Epson and St. Helier NHS Foundation Trust for discrimination, harassment, victimization, forgive me. You know Jacob messed up a word quick and they act like it's all good. That's my grandma. Puerto Ricans, not Auntie Grandma, Puerto Ricans. But I said it in my head. I wouldn't dare say it too because that switch went too far away. I'm from the South, y'all. You know what time it is. And breaches of her human rights under Article 9, parentheses, freedom of thought, conscience, and religion of the European Court of Human Rights. So somebody was thinking like, oh, I want to get a lawsuit. Oh, we want to get in trouble. Let's get rid of her. She said, excuse me, you went against my religious beliefs. Oh, dang. Ooh. So you're going to back a criminal and turn me into a criminal? And one that's a man that was luring boys online? I'm going to get to it. This is why I'm so upset, y'all. That's why I'm pissed off. The full employment tribunal hearing is expected next February. Mele encountered the unnamed inmate brought from a men's prison for health treatment during a night shift on May 22nd. This is a night shift. He entered the hospital chained to 2 guards and was, quote, clearly masculine in appearance, standing over 6 feet tall and of a large build, quote, unquote, according to Christian Concern. So this was a man. All right. At 10 p.m., Mele learned the inmate wanted to discharge himself from the hospital. He was reportedly shouting and upsetting other patients on the ward, so he had to be unruly. Right? She told a doctor by phone that, so she was on the phone when he heard this. He didn't even say it to her. I apologize. Quote, Mr. X, as identified by Christian Concern, on bracket, I guess, would like to self-discharge, unquote. But the prisoner overhearing her allegedly shouted, unquote, don't call me mister, I am a woman. But you just got transported from the men's prison. Not even county, nigga. Prison. Okay. And nigger means English in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and he is ignorant to the fact of what his gender is. Anyways, Christian Concern reported the prisoner racially abused Mele, so she went through all this and still lost her job. Wow. When she approached his room, Mele told him, quote, I am sorry I cannot refer to you as, listen here, I am sorry I cannot refer to you, this is her quote. One more time, quote, I am sorry I cannot refer to you as her or she, as it's against my faith and Christian values, but I can call you by your name, unquote, according to Christian Concern. The prisoner responded, listen here, quote, imagine if I call you nigger. How about I call you nigger? Yes, black nigger, unquote, according to Christian Concern. She endured this bullshit and still lost her job. Y'all trying to save face? Fuck out of here. Mele required help from security as the inmate reportedly lunged threateningly at her. Imagine if he wasn't chained or whatever. He followed her out of the room and threatened to report her to police for, quote, homophobia, unquote. Now you want to play the victim. You a bitch ass nigga. I'll put hands on you, dude. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Okay. I just need 10 seconds with him in the bathroom stall. 10 seconds. What I was trained for is close hand-to-hand combat. So I just need 10 seconds in the bathroom stall. I really only need 5 or 6, but I want to teach him a lesson. So I need a few more seconds. Mele required help from security as the inmate reportedly lunged threateningly at her. He followed her out of the room and threatened to report the police for, quote, homophobia, unquote, into the health authorities' patient advice and liaison service, right? Under pressure from a hospital management to make a statement, she outlined her Christian belief that God created humanity, male and female. Ooh. Superiors told her she had to attend a meeting with Human Resources and that if she refused to comply, she would be sent home until an investigation was completed. And she ain't lying. She ain't lying. This is Matthew 19:3. This one, the wicked scribes and Pharisees. Not all scribes and Pharisees are wicked people. Paul, well, Saul at first was a Pharisee. No, is a Pharisee. I apologize. Right? No, let's go. Matthew 19:3. The Pharisees also came unto him. Who's to him? YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? I only seen two genders in that verse. Let's keep going. And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh? You can only become one flesh with, an erect penis, one inside of a, vagina. A vagina. That's how you become one flesh, people. Two men can't do that. And you better not try to say what I think you want to say, because I want you to go up the exit ramp on a highway. Don't worry, I'll wait. You're not supposed to go up an exit ramp. So two men can't become one flesh. Two women can't. No external forces, no external adaptations. Two women cannot become one flesh. Only a man and woman. All right. So she wasn't wrong. So managers redeploy her to another hospital unit, a move amounting to a demotion according to Christian Concern. They also deleted her name from the internal system so she could no longer work overtime, affecting her family income. You bastards. Scoundrels, man. Miscreants. You sacks of swine. Management gave her a final written warning at a disciplinary hearing in October. Health leaders accused her of, quote, not respecting the patient's preferred identity, unquote, saying her actions and behavior had, quote, fallen short of the trust value of respect, unquote. So y'all motherfuckers don't respect the Most High then, because you put in the criminal's fucking feelings, which is fucking fictional. It's a man when I identify as a woman. So you're going to actually tamper with this woman's income, her livelihood, because of how somebody fucking feels. Could they have a mental disorder? Fuck UK, man. And I ain't talking about the one that King James, the first king of Scotland, all right, the sixth king of England. I ain't talking about during that time. I'm talking about y'all motherfuckers right now. Y'all ain't royalty. Anyhow, y'all the Dukes of Edom. But let me get back to it. So she went through all of that, right? Her case was referred to the Nursing and Midwifery Council after an investigation concluded Mele broke the NMC Code of Conduct, which states nurses should not express personal beliefs inappropriately. So it's an inappropriately. How was it inappropriate? She was on the phone and she said, imagine she was on the phone and said, Mrs. such and such, and then the man shows up. And then the lady that let me be like, I thought you said Mrs. This is a man. I'm not a man. So come on, man. Y'all trying to make people, you trying to turn good into evil and evil into good. Darkness for light and light for darkness. You bastards, man. Mele stated that her conduct had been fully compliant with the code throughout her career up until this point, including during the reported incident with the transformer patient. Quote, I have been put at risk but I am being treated like a criminal. Yeah, she's going through a lot right now. She's really going through a lot. She's really going through a lot. But nonetheless, what does that go back? First Peter chapter 3, verse 13. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? See, Yahawah by Shem Yahushai had her. I'm speaking from what something that's spiritual from a sense. She ain't know who she prayed to. But she was steadfast in what she believed. And the reason why I say that Yahawah by Shem Yahushai say that, because we damn sure know it wasn't Jeebus. Because dang, I want to say Romans 10. I think it says they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. But how can I say she's not knowledgeable? Because she said according to her belief, he made man and woman. I mean, even you fools who claim to be one of the 30-some different genders, it still took a man and a woman to create you. Even if it was artificial insemination. Like, my head hurts. First Peter chapter 3, verse 14. But and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled, sister. But sanctify the Lord God in your hearts. Hey, you gotta pray to Yahawah and YAHAWASHI now. And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. And that's what she did. Because I'll be honest, like the elder said it before. If you're gonna deal with a woman, do not deal with a woman that knows she an Israelite. And I'm saying that from experience too. He said, you better off dealing with a woman that go to church every Sunday. Right? And that's pretty much like my E. She literally this woman right here remind me of my E. Like she don't own no leggings. She don't own no like tight booty shorts or nothing like that. No boy shorts. You know, she wears dresses, natural hair, all that. She go to church, Bible study, know the pastor person, her pastor person. You know. I mean, she raised in that kind of family, man. Her mama had 8 kids from one man. I mean, her husband, she's the baby too. I mean, like she know how to quilt, she know how to ride horses. She sent me a picture, a little video, like 5 a.m. She out in the cold with a little red light over some chicks. Her mom bought some chicks, so she over there taking care of the chicks for her mom. Like straight Southern Belle, Christian girl, so to say, right? Them the best women to deal with, man, outside of the women who think they're Israelites. Not saying the women who are Israelites is better or worse, but they know they have a better chance of salvation because of what they know. Right? And because of who they pray to. That's the only difference. The only difference that stand my lady apart from other women is that she don't pray to Yahawah Shem Yahushai like that. She know the name. Other than that. But that's besides the point. The point of the matter is, this woman stood fast in what she believed in. And the Lord's gonna deal with them devils, man, for messing with her. Going back, 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 16. Having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you, as of evildoers, protecting a criminal. This is crazy. They may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Mashiach. Remember, they said she discussed her religious beliefs inappropriately. That was a lie. That was a good conversation. She told the damn truth. I'm darn true. I say damn. Damn true, because they condemn, because they hurt. Offenses must come, and they came to their goofy asses. I'm on. I'm tired. We here, man. We at the end. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 17. For it is better if the will of Yahawah be so that ye suffer for well-doing than for evil-doing. Because we all gonna suffer through something. She chose to suffer by standing true to herself and not capitulating or kowtowing or bowing out to society norms, which is the complete opposite of the righteous norms, the scriptures. Now I'm going to close out with this though. Matthew chapter 13, verse 40 through 42. So y'all was offended at her speaking the truth. Well, how about this? As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. Matter of fact, I should have you read with me. Matthew 13:41. The Son of Man, I'm sorry, verse 40. Matthew 13:40. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. So the end of the world is going to be people burning with fire. Talking about, so you go to hell when you die. Okay. Verse 41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. So y'all offended her by trying to force her to believe in something that's dark or evil. And she stood for that which was the light and righteous, right? Something that was illuminating. So Matthew 13:41 again. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. There ain't gonna be no bull job in these last days, man. YAHAWASHI is gonna bring down the hammer on all you evil doers, man. Remember, Satan know he got but a short time, so these people gonna really be showing their hand. But the Lord gonna call their bluff. So with that being said, I truly pray y'all will edify and fast, stay in the spirit, no fear, just endure. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing. Stay humble, remain diligent. Kwame Allah, Maflabal, Shalom.